What's up, everyone? I'm just sitting there figuring out what I'm going to do next, right? I got some video, a little bit of, I've been, as I already showed the last video, they showed up, yanked me out of my house. So I got a little bit of video I'm going to try to edit here and put with this that I took. They caught me off guard, so normally I had my stuff set up where I've had a couple cameras ready, and when it was going to go down, I was going to have it all on record. And I'm not going to lie, I was going to make them bust in the door and shoot me if they had to. Because it's bullshit. And then somebody would have to answer for what's going on down here. Okay. Anyways, so they did come in, but I want to address a few things real quick, and I'll attach some of that video to this where they showed up. But what happened, they got me off guard. They obviously were watching me more than I thought, because they obviously knew my time schedule. Every day at the same time I take my dog on a walk, and before I do, I check out all my windows around the house to see what's going on, to see, make sure everything, I've been keeping an eye on all my stuff, right? And I looked out, got up, looked out. I mean, I was already up, so by the time this was probably right around close to 9:30, maybe a little earlier. And normally about that time I take my dog on a walk. We take a walk, then we then get back, kick on the generator, whatever, do some cleaning, and then turn on the hot water heater and let them out while the water I burn one while the water gets warm, and contemplate what I'm gonna do for the day, right? And Whiskey likes to take his walks. He wants to go when at his time every day, every morning. He's got that same time, so I went and grabbed his from where his stuff was. I went and was getting ready to grab his stuff, walking over to where it was at, and he was right beside me, of course, because he knows, whatever. So as on my way to there, I'm right about to where my door is, and as I said, I just checked all around to make sure nothing was going on, so I didn't know what was up. And I pound on the door, of course, right there. We're right there at the door when that's happening. So Whiskey starts going nuts, and I open the door. And guess what? I see, this might as well be the SWAT team, whatever, Henry County Sheriff's in there, guns out, in force like they said they would be. Just pricks about it, because they hand me a paper that says, from the court, it says 3 days from the date of that, and nobody gave me that notice. They're playing games here. Nobody had enough balls. All they did was send 2 threats to my house, 3, I suppose, threats to my house, tell me get out. They're going to show up with guns out in force. And at that time, when I was given that, it was like a week or 2 or whatever, so it went past that. So my guard was down a little bit, and I was planning on doing a video this morning. I was on rock bottom, what it's like to be at rock bottom, because that's what Troy Essex in this case wanted me to hit, rock bottom. So I was going to show what rock bottom is. Obviously, that a good thing I didn't, because that's not rock bottom yet, right? Obviously, maybe this ain't rock bottom yet. No, not even having my house. But so I was going to do that video. I had my stuff set up to do that, because I'm like, okay, nothing's going on. I figured they wouldn't be wusses, that they would at least have enough balls to show up or even drop a letter in my mailbox. This one that came from the court that said 3 days. I never seen that. Never seen this notice. And they come to yank me out of my house. Nobody was there. No bank was there. The paper says they're supposed to be there to keep the peace. That was the peace, okay? their plan was, if they had to, they was going to shoot me. And had I been aware, they probably would have, because I guarantee you I wasn't going to be answering that door on purpose. They would have came in and found a BB gun within hand's reach and fucking shot me over a BB gun. Guarantee it. But anyways, they watching my stuff, so they catch me off guard, open the door, because I'm worried about my dog. I knew if I back, and as soon as I take a step back and try to shut that door, it's going to go down, and I didn't want my dog to get hurt. And that was my biggest concern. I had the whole time I had it planned that when I was keeping watch and when he was getting ready to show up, I was, I had it all worked out where he would have been all right. And so because of that, I jumped out and grabbed the door closed so that he couldn't get out. And he'd be all right. So whatever. They grabbed me and said, "Hey, you're out of here now, buddy." And by the time when I first tried to hit record on my phone, by the time I was out my door and realized what was going down, I was trying to record it. I hit the wrong button. When I finally got some footage record, when they first showed up, had my whole fucking yard surrounded. There would have been nowhere to run. But whatever. I was prepared for that. There wasn't gonna be no running from me. I wanted them to tear that fucking house apart. Anyway, so I first opened the door. The first face I see is Austin Little, Deputy Austin Little, who obviously must be promoted now or something. And him and all, these dudes in helmets and stuff. It's so fucking ridiculous, right? Well, anyway, so Austin Little is like the core cause of my problem. And I got more on him than I'm letting out so far. Some of it, I'm just trying not to let myself believe, I suppose, of his involvement. But there's some shady shit. When I prove on him, whatever, it's all gonna come out. I don't give a shit. I'm not stopping. This is the problem. It's about principle with me. People are like, "What's going on?" And that's what I want to say. So the first person I see is Austin Little. He's the sheriff that caused him and Sergeant Mosier. They're the two that caused all this. Mosier's Little is the first. He showed up to my house several times making fake reports and showing up claiming people called and nobody be there. It's something fishy there. Anyway, so this isn't just a matter that I didn't pay the bank and they have a right to foreclose on me. I totally get that. Here's the problem. My clothes off my back that they still have, the sheriff's department still have since November of 2021. That's evidence, and they refuse to give them back. But my house that I was supposedly in isn't evidence, right? Okay, the action against me was started by the sheriff's department, and it led into becoming a battle. I'm up against more than people realize. Okay, why don't you just do it's principle with me. First of all, I'm in a battle with these people that claim honor and all this. They're liars, okay? All you Masons out there, whatever. This is what the real problem is, because I threw them out in the spotlight on video and they don't like it and they're not going to have it. And that's why everyone in this state, nobody's cooperating with me. I'm following everybody's advice. Do this, do that. Yeah, and I understand a lot of times that works for a lot of people. It ain't working for me. Why? Because I'm up against a very big club. And that's the truth. And, when I threatened to sue and he went back down, when they took out my job, I realized 100% what I was up against, because I called them out on my website and stuff. And this ain't my first time around with them. They've done this kind of stuff for me before, and anyone that's ever followed my website will understand that. I went through all this kind of stuff once before, so everybody's like, I get it. It's good advice. Just, start over and get on with it. I'm tired of starting over just for them to put me under their foot, trample me under their foot every time and steal everything I got. As of today, they've stolen everything I've got. Personal my clothes, They've taken all this stuff somewhere. I wasn't allowed. They totally broke the law there. One, okay. Now I'll tell you about my house. Yes, the bank came to foreclose, and they were granted a foreclosure. Now where it happens is here in this court, this opposite court of where my other case was going through, when they came after me for foreclosure, I was like, okay, I get that. So let me look into this. And as I got to look into it, because I'm already looking into my own stuff, I'm not a lawyer or nothing, but I was looking in my own stuff, worried about all this, getting my legal matters handled. And I'll get into a lot of this, how it all falls into place. But trust me, they didn't have a right after my house to throw me out of my house. Okay, the sheriff's department, okay, this court here then takes this case, so I go and file my papers for this case. So I go to look into it, and come to find out, the bank was probably paid 3 times. That bank was paid 3 times for an amount of money that I've never received. And you're telling me, well, just because the court says they can come in and take it, they can come in and take it. That's not real. That's not true at all. This is what they tell us, and they expect that because they wear the badges, we got to believe it. And that's bullshit. It's not true at all. And they got to look into this. But of course they're not going to, because it was started by the sheriff's department. The sheriff says, well, we got to do what the court says, and that's not true. The sheriff's job is to follow the Constitution, period. And if I can prove, and I did, okay, I filed my papers into the court about my house, and I said, okay, maybe I owe some money. Let's get this out there. Let the bank show me the original note that they are indeed assigned the original note, assigned the mortgage, and that they have not already been paid. Because the truth is, I had a mortgage insurance. You pay the mortgage insurance in case something happens, you can't pay your thing, it pays your house. That's what that's about. That's 1. 2, the bank had their own insurance on that loan. They collected it on it. 3, they filed a form which I proved to the court. That money should have probably been paid to me, because they were not lawfully, because they did not show a lien that supposedly should have been on there. It shouldn't have. But they did not show it, and the court upheld it. It was an invalid lien, but the court upheld it, but they didn't show it on the insured report. Well, that pays for that loan because of that. It pays for the amount of that loan. Look into it. People don't realize a lot of you people are paying for your houses, and the bank's already been paid 2 or 3 times on it. Guarantee it. Okay, now I submitted my valid claim, and meanwhile, this prosecutor's office, who I've already went up against. Of course, I go up here and I call them all out, and they submit a claim into my foreclosure case. They're not even named a party, but they submit a claim into my foreclosure case, agreeing that the house should be foreclosed. That was the prosecutor's office here in Defiance. They were never. They were representing the county treasurer. The county treasurer was never ever named on that case. They had no right to jump in, and they interfered in my case, and that was through this prosecutor's office, who I'm already, of course they're coming after me. They got my bank accounts froze right now. This is true right now. These are acts of war. Okay, they came up there ready to shoot me at my house. They're planning on shooting me whenever they get the chance. They're going to try to shut me up, because I'm not going to shut up. Okay, if you like it, I'll be sleeping on the bench at the courthouse if I got to. I said that. They'll be telling me good morning every morning. I don't care. I'm still going to be interfaced. I'm still going to be following them around. And people are like, just give up. You know what? It's about principle. People don't realize, okay, they came after, they did some all this crap happened with my brother. I'll get into his case later on. My hands were tied. What could I do? You take it, and you whatever, but the corrupt stuff. Okay, then they pulled the stuff on my son. And then meanwhile, then suddenly some stuff happens to me, and I'm like, okay, I've had enough. So it's principle. I'm standing up for myself. There's a lot more involved here, but people don't realize, but it's principle. They have no rights. The sheriff's department that caused all these problems on me, nobody stands up and says, hey, let's put this, you got to put all this on hold. That house can't be touched. It's evidence until we get this figured out. Nobody says that. Instead, they're going on about it. And I'm going to break down the prosecutor's case, and I'm calling him out. And I'll be calling him out in one of my next videos. Okay, Troy Essex, you wanted me to hit rock bottom. Here I am, brother. I'm digging myself even further down for you. Come on. Where's it at? Where's your word of honor? Okay, now it's your turn. Hit rock bottom, brother. Let's go. Because I'm calling you out, and I'm going to make a different video on that. But rest assured, that's what's happening. So here's, I'll be throwing in pieces of where some of the video footage I got, but it was after they already showed up, and after everything got settled down, then a bunch of them left, and, you know, after they seen, you know, first of all, now they got my guns. Okay, they came out, and finally the movers show up. You'll see later in a later part, and the supposed movers. And I said, hey, I got 2 guitars in there right behind the couch. Grab them for me. I want those, because I wasn't allowed no more or on the property with a crock, right? I should have been allowed to go in there and get. So she brings them out, throws my acoustic guitar down on the ground, and then throws my Les Paul, $1,200 Les Paul, my prized guitar, down on the ground, right? And it's in a case though, and then opens the case while this other cop's distracting me, talking about my dog, right? Trying to act like he's my buddy. Okay, and then she starts opening the case, and I said, hey, what's going on over there? What are they doing looking through my guitar case for? Oh, well, we got to check to make sure if you got any weapons or guns or anything. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's my personal property. They had no right. They threw out my guitar cases, opened them up to see what was in there. They had no right. That's my personal shit. It don't matter if there was guns in there. I'm a law-abiding, you know, I'm not, fuck your law, okay? But I have every right to my guns if there's guns in there. There wasn't. But if there's guns in there, I have every right. But now they have access to my guns. Well, I mean, good for me, I suppose, at this very moment. Probably keeps me safe from myself, right? But otherwise, it's none of their fucking business. I have every right to that. Every right. Okay? It don't matter. You're supposed to be lawfully, and you're not, lawfully kicking me out of my house. That don't give you a right to fucking ransack my shit and look through it and see what's in my guitar case. You threw my acoustic guitar right down on the fucking ground without a case. Pisses me off. Okay, then my fucking $1,200 Les Paul. And what? And now that's where this is at. I'm gonna have to sell that guitar, which means a lot to me, but I'm gonna have to sell it in order, because now they're taking my bike somewhere probably, right? And they're gonna leave an 800 number. I'm not allowed back on the property, but they're gonna leave an 800 number on the window. And I call that number and get the storage put into my name. So that means I'm gonna have to come up with all this money to get my own shit out. To get my own shit, which they could let me take right there. Oh no, we can't. And the note they gave me said 3 days, and I never seen, nobody had enough nerve to come up to me and say, hey, in 3 days, this is on. No, they're pussies. Anyway, I'll cut in some videos here, and then I'm gonna get on here later on, talk about some other stuff, and then we're gonna talk about Mr. Troy Essex. Bring it, brother, bring it. I ain't done with you yet.
There you go. Can you record that right there?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Can he go with you?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
The vehicle works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vehicle works.
Do you have the keys with you right now, or are they in the house?
They're in the house.
Long as you leave and you take the dog with you, we're good with that.
Yeah.
You know, we can look and see. I don't know about going back in the house.
Come grab the dog.
Grab the dog. Come and grab your dog.
About my keys and stuff.
Yeah,
We'll grab your keys.
He'll need your
Get the
keys.
dog. Okay.
Okay. As long as you do that, there's not an issue at all. Okay, Larry?
Well, okay, what about all my stuff in here? I got personal stuff.
Well, that
and-
stuff will be packaged up and put in a storage place.
Shouldn't I have like a little bit of time today to just at least package the immediate stuff I need that's laying here, and that personal stuff that people don't need to see, that I just want to pack up and get, put in my vehicle? Can I do that?
No.
I don't see why not.
Well, you've had more than 60 days to do all that, and you didn't do it.
Not really.
That's why we're back here.
I mean, but not really.
Well, when you come to remember when you came to the sheriff's office and talked to me?
So, but you guys are here, so where is Nation Star at?
They will be appearing. We're doing our function of what we have to do. okay, by the order
You
of
can
the
read
court.
it, Larry. I mean, it literally says, if we need to, we forcibly remove you from the residence, signed by a judge, Judge Schmink.
Okay.
Right? So we're not going to answer, we're not going to go over the questions, all the questions you got. Do you want your dog or not?
I want my dog. I want to also get my
let's get your
personal
dog,
stuff.
You're not gonna get your personal stuff. You
We
can
already
get the
said you're
dog,
not.
or you can go to jail. I don't
Yeah.
care.
And then you gotta leave.
All right, but I want to understand that I got personal stuff in here that could interfere with my case, which you guys are a problem with.
That's fine. We're not gonna be packing up your stuff.
We're not gonna be packing up your stuff.
And I don't want nobody touching my personal stuff.
Why
You
don't
had plenty
get
of
your
time to
dog?
vacate your property, and you didn't.
You
do
can open the
so.
door and grab the dog out.
I have to get a leash.
Open the door and grab the dog out.
Yeah.
I'll go in and grab the
collar.
leash.
He's got a collar. Just grab him by the collar.
Grab him by the collar.
You
Tell
gotta,
us where the
you gotta
keys
figure
are.
what you're gonna do. You're gonna put the phone away, you're gonna grab your dog. Let's go.
Let's go, Whiskey. We got some little fuckers here causing shit. Sorry.
Keys.
All right.
Keys for your vehicle.
keys? Where's your vehicle keys? So you can put him in the vehicle.
They're laying right over here on the stand. Come on. Come on. Come on, Whiskey. We're not putting up with this bullshit. Pigs. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Keys just inside the door, Larry. There's something else.
These right here, yes.
There you go. You're gonna be staying with your brother down here or whatever. You understand if you come back to the property, we'll have no choice but to arrest you. Yes.
I don't
Larry's gonna
understand
be
that.
leaving. Really? Can you call Nationwide and tell them to come here and stay here until I get here? And
Due to the court order,
This is,
or whoever-
ladies and gentlemen, Officer Little. This is the guy that caused all my problems.
You got to leave.
I,
We're trying to give you due warning, Larry. We don't want to have to arrest you. Okay, you just need to leave the property.
right, and I'm doing this under duress of threat.
That's fine. We'll document
Yeah,
this.
threat of getting arrested that we already told you.
Threat of being arrested unlawfully.
Right.
Get in there, get back. I've been robbed by the sheriff's department
Larry,
once
can your
again.
vehicle leave?
You're in my way. You're a fucking genius.
For life. That's local traffic. I'm Faith Nezovich.
Sit back.
Okay, Larry, if you come back at 10, the company will be here. They'll explain and you'll have a right to call them taking all your stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm wanting the right to have my the immediate personal stuff
They're
I
the,
need.
right now, they're the owners of the property. They can probably do that.
You understand they're the owners of this property illegally.
Well, I can't, Larry, I can't.
You're the sheriff's department. You've got to understand
to
this.
go by
The
the
court has operated against
Okay,
me.
Go ahead. If you want to be back here at 10 o'clock, they'll explain all that to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Larry. So we'll see you back here at 10.
I want that door shut right now and nobody enter that fucking house.
So we are not going to. We don't have.
Why is the door sitting there open?
Larry, it'll be taken care of. Okay. Are you coming back at 10?
I will be here at 10. I got personal stuff that.
Okay. We'll see you at 10.
Get back, Whiskey. Oh, these motherfuckers gonna arrest me, they say. Pigs. Pigs.
Hey, can we get, call them and have them call to say it was supposed to be 10 o'clock?
It's going to be 10:20. Yeah, they did a great job.
Larry, was there anything you wanted today? We're not letting you pack up your whole vehicle. Is there anything you need today?
That's what I said. I want my personal shit right here. I want my personal shit right. I just want you guys to watch me grab my personal shit, throw it in there.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm not saying, do you want to go in there and go through your
I'm telling you what I want.
I understand that. That's not the option I'm giving you. I'm saying, do you want to?
This is the problem. You think that just because you're wearing a badge that I got to listen to your options.
I'll be honest, I respect everyone I talk to, whether I'm wearing the badge or not, which you're not doing.
That is a lie, sir. That is a fucking lie. Where am I not respecting you?
Listen to your mouth, Larry.
What is my mouth saying that's not respecting you? You are disrespecting me. You come onto my property.
This is the second time we've tried to be reasonable with you about being personal stuff, and yet you continue to yell and cuss at us.
It's this simple. I said, yes, I have some shit right here that you guys are not allowed to touch. And I want you to just watch me grab it, throw it in my truck. It's that simple. It's that simple. Where is Nation Star? If the people that show up here is not Nation Star, then you guys are in violation. This says that the premises is being given to Nation Star. I want to see the ID of Nation Star. I don't care who he represents. He is not Nation Star. It don't mean you're going to get away from this lawsuit, pal. This is not Nation Star. He is not Nation Star. I want to see Nation Star himself right here, right now, taking possession. Are you telling me Nation Star is not a person?
Is it a business? Nation Star is a business.
Are you telling me a non-person is being granted this property by you guys and nobody needs to show up that possession was granted to a non-existent person?
No, I didn't say it was a non-existent
That
person. I said Nation Star. Is that who you're saying?
is Nation Star.
It's a business.
Is Nation Star an existent person?
I couldn't hear you, Larry. I'm sorry. Say it again.
Is Nation Star an existing person?
No, it's a business.
What?
It's a corporation. It's a business.
Right, so the court told a corporation they could have my house.
No, the corporation purchased your house.
No,
You are making payments.
right, no. The corporation purchased my house from the sheriff's department, who unlawfully took over my house.
The sheriff's department didn't own the property.
I know I did, sir. I owned the property.
So we can't purchase something from our office.
I didn't sell the property. You guys did.
Okay. I'm not going to argue.
Who sold the property? I didn't sell it. I owned the property. I didn't sell it.
I didn't sell it either.
Excuse, who sold it? Are you not part of the Defiance County Sheriff's Department?
I am part of the Defiance County Sheriff.
What is your name and badge number?
My name's Deputy Austin Little. My badge number is 2011.
How-
I'm sorry. We just changed. My badge number is 2010 now. I apologize.
How do I already know you, Austin Little?
Do you want me to tell everybody that I arrested you for domestic violence?
Sure, you arrested me for domestic violence. Where was the domestic violence? There was none. You violated my rights and I have the proof of it. You even submitted a thing to the court that said nobody was hurt and nobody was believed a threat, but somehow you still threw me in jail, telling me, oh, you're sorry, but it's the law, even though you texted and driving while taking me to jail. Ain't that right? Is that not against the law?
Larry, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm not going to argue with you on
Is it? It's texting and driving against the law, Austin Little.
Currently, you can't be cited for it. Hey, Larry.
So it's okay for you to put people's lives on the line?
Larry. You plead guilty to domestic?
Excuse me?
You plead guilty to domestic?
I know, sir, I did not. So I guess these are the movers? What are they going to move with that thing?
Hey guys. Hello.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. We can't stop.
Good morning.
Get my good side. Wait, I don't have one.
I apologize for the delay. I don't know why I was thinking it was closer, like to McClure, from Fremont to McClure. That's way off.
You have a bigger truck though.
Good morning. Yeah, we have another bigger truck. Ready to have a little go. Hi. Hello. Yeah, the other truck's coming. We had a little lamp down, but they're right behind us. Maybe it's like 10 minutes behind. But how's everything looking then?
It's not bad. He wants to get some of his personal stuff that we'll have you guys bring out for him. You just gotta tell you where it's at. If he will. If he won't, then he
3 days, sir. 3 days. The court says 3 days from this notice. This notice was just now given to me. This notice was just now given to me. What is she your mama? You gotta cry to your mama? Oh, look at this guy. He won't leave me alone.
It's all right, Larry. He's here with the movie company.
3 little pigs.
He has a business to do, so.
It's not nice, Larry.
What's not nice?
You're just being mean, man.
I'm not. Let me go take you out of your fucking house. Oh, that's not nice.
Don't yell, man. Don't yell. We already
Whose house is this? It's fucking mine.
Well, it was.
Where is Nation Star? Where is Nation Star?
Now it's their house.
No, it's not
And
their
that's why
house.
you're being
Good. Tomorrow I come here and knock on the door. They better be fucking answering.
Larry, remember, I'm going to tell you one more time, though. Keep it cool. Cool head, all right? You're yelling, you're screaming. I'm Josh Flannery. You got that already. 2008.
How would this be if I didn't have this fucking camera in your face?
I would be talking to you like I am right now.
That's a fucking lie.
Okay, Larry, 'cause you know me, right?
Because I know how the sheriff's department is. I spent fucking 4 nights in fucking jail for nothing.
Well, I'm sorry. Larry, what do you want them to give to you today? If there's some important stuff in there that you need today to get through the next couple days before you can get the stuff out of wherever they're taking it, what would you like them to bring to you today?
Everything on that table, everything in the living room tables, everything off the kitchen table.
Or one that-
Both, all the tables there. Put it in a box, everything off them tables, everything off the kitchen table. That's all my stuff that I should have a right to go in there and take. You guys are here watching. There's no reason why not. Give me a reason why not.
Larry, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Because you got no reason.
Larry,
Because you got no reason.
If you don't want to answer my question, then I'm not going to go in and have them get that stuff. The stuff on the tables in the living room and the dining room. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need.
This is illegal right now. I'm telling you that right now. I have every right to go in there and grab my personal shit. Every fucking right. I got 3 days to get the fuck out, supposedly. Fucking lying pricks. Every one of you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Where the sheriff's department, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself, and you fucking know it. You guys ain't honorable. Where's Nation Star? You want to talk about you're a good cop? Stand up, dude, and be a good cop. Where's Nation Star? The sheriff has no right giving this possession to anybody other than Nation Star, according to the court order.
I'm a representative of Nation.
I don't care you're a representative. It says not a representative. It does not say a representative. It says Nation Star. Hey, I got cigarettes in there I want right now.
Where are they at?
Just right there on the table.
Okay, I'll get them for you.
Just right in the living room on that little table. Why does it take this many of you guys to show up for one of me? I'm down to 150. You know 50 of these pounds are balls, that's why. Right? Why does it take this many of you guys to pretend you're all fucking doing what? You're not honoring your oath. You're not protecting and serving. You're not doing shit according to the Constitution. Are you? You can't answer that. You're not going to answer shit because you know it's the fucking truth.
Apparently, we're here protecting the property owner.
Where's the property owner?
Here's his representative.
That's not the property owner. That's not the property owner. That guy is nobody. He's a guy that fucking saw this property listed and got a hold of the bank and got my fucking ass out of here. That's who he is.
Simply because you say something doesn't make it true.
It is true. I got all the proof in there. That's why you guys won't let me touch my shit.
anything we can do just for you to stop yelling?
Yeah, let me walk in there and get my shit.
Oh, what time?
I got my dog's leash. I can't fucking take my dog anywhere.
Larry, but you're not even letting us talk. You're just yelling at us. Listen.
You're not listening. All I got to do is walk in there and get my shit. It's mine.
We're gonna get your stuff. That's what we're doing.
We are. Who's we? The sheriff's department, who is acting against me.
I guarantee I'm not gonna touch your stuff, but they are gonna get your stuff.
They have no business touching it either.
Well, they're going to, Larry.
These are cigarettes you wanted, Larry?
Yes, please and thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know what, you guys might have slapped some poison in there to get rid of me.
You can, on your camera, you can review it later.
Do you think your dog's okay in there?
I have it on camera. It's cool.
Hey, do you think your dog's okay in there with no air? Seriously, that's a genuine question.
I have the windows down a little bit.
Okay.
I know it needs more air. I said I don't have my leash.
I know. That was a genuine question. I wasn't being a jerk.
I appreciate that.
I was a canine handler for 6 years.
Thank
so
you.
I care about dogs.
I appreciate that. I understand, but I'm not even allowed to go in and get my leash.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to crank on the AC for them. That's what I was getting at. But it's up to you.
Well, I don't have gas in there. I'm sitting here living off a generator because of this shit.
Larry, would you like me to retrieve your leash? I can grab your leash.
Sure. If you go in here straight through to the next door, there's like a kitchen or whatever. You just turn it right. There's a little shelf before there's the curtains here. Right before that is a little shelf. There's a leash and his harness.
I will grab that.
So this is the fucker in red that fucked me over on my house. He's a realtor or whatever. He's from like far away from here, like Sylvania or some shit like that. Holland. Swanton area. I got your card already.
Yeah.
I didn't come showing up at my door acting all nice and stuff. Oh, I work for the bank. No, you didn't. Then you immediately went and got a hold of the bank and tried to make some deal. Where's my money to get the fuck out?
They got a hold of me.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's why you told me if anybody else comes, tell them I already talked to you. Why? Because that's how it goes. You guys fucking, whoever bites first. Thank you.
That's what you wanted.
Yes,
there.
thank you.
I got a
Look at that, all that dog hair. Huh. All that dog hair whiskey.
I got some water in my car. I'm gonna pour some more.
Okay.
Here you go, buddy. You thirsty? Yes.
Get over here. You're not going that way.
Here you go, buddy.
So that's where that's at. Thanks for watching. I'll try to get some more videos up soon. I had thought I had my head almost together. I had a video I was gonna do where I could knock it down into 3 videos, 3 different pieces of content. I had my head all ready to do, and that's what I was getting ready to start on. And when they showed up, but you know, things go whatever. We'll get into it, what rock bottom is and all that crap. But sorry that I didn't get a little bit better footage. I wish I would have had the footage when they first got there. Had all my electricity been on and stuff, my cameras would have been on. But but that be the case, it probably wouldn't have been uploaded because that would have been the end of that. But and then I had more footage. I thought I hit record. It was on record, but the way I had my phone where I had it sitting at, because I was tired of holding it, it didn't even catch nothing. And that's where they were throwing my guitar down, going through the case and doing all kinds of funky stuff. But that's where that's at. Now I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do and what's my next move. And but I don't know, figure out what I'm gonna do, I guess. Like for me, I'm not worried about it. I already told them what I'll do if they end up throwing me out of my house. Now I'm worried about my dog. I'm probably gonna end up losing my dog. Alright, one I don't ever see again now. What I'm not figure it out, but I'm not gonna let him suffer through this. See ya. Thanks for watching.